There are lions in this world whose faces have barely ever been seen. Not because they do not exist, but because they are incredibly rare, deeply mysterious, and live in places where humans can hardly reach. Have you ever heard of the black lion, a creature that only appears in legends? Or the white lion, believed to be the embodiment of sacred light? Some species were once thought to be extinct, and others have only a few dozen individuals quietly surviving deep in the forests. Today, you are about to discover the 7 rarest and most extraordinary types of lions on the planet, along with some wild facts that will keep your eyes glued to the screen. Let's kick things off with number 7, the Congo Lion. While most lions live in open savannas in Central Africa, where dense, dark rainforests stretch for hundreds of kilometers, there exists a little-known subspecies called the Congo Lion. This is one of the rarest lions in the world. Not because there are so few of them, but because spotting one in the wild is nearly impossible. These lions have adapted to jungle life. Their bodies are smaller, their coats are darker, and their manes are shorter, all to help them hide better in the shadows. They do not make loud pounces across grasslands. Instead, they stalk their prey silently, like leopards, using every gap between the thick foliage to their advantage. One unique thing about this lion is that they often hunt in pairs, not in large prides like their savanna cousins. They are agile, ruthless, and almost completely silent when closing in on a target. Researchers who set up camera traps deep in the Congo rainforest spent months just to capture a few blurry seconds of a male lion walking past a bush. What is even more worrying is that the Congo rainforest is shrinking at a terrifying pace due to deforestation, farming, and mining. As the forest disappears, so does the lion's natural shelter. And if this lion vanishes, we will lose one of the most fascinating evolutionary behaviors among the big cats. Number 6. The Abyssinian Lion. In traditional Ethiopian paintings, you might see the image of a lion with a long, dark mane, standing proud like a deity. That is not just imagination. It is based on the Abyssinian lion, also known as the Ethiopian lion, a subspecies so rare it was once believed to be extinct. These lions once roamed across the Ethiopian highlands, a cold, rocky, and rugged region. Unlike other lions, the Abyssinian lion has a thick, dark mane, almost midnight blue, that extends all the way down to its belly. This striking appearance made it a royal symbol of Ethiopia for centuries. After decades of presumed extinction, in 2012, scientists unexpectedly discovered a group of lions with unique genetics at the Addis Ababa Zoo. DNA analysis confirmed that this was a genetically distinct population, completely different from other African lions. Today, it is believed that apart from those kept in captivity, only a few individuals remain in the wild in northern Ethiopia's mountains, where the cold climate, high altitude, and tough terrain have unknowingly protected them from human intrusion. But without serious conservation efforts, it is only a matter of time before this subspecies is gone for good. Number 5. The West African Lion. If you find yourself walking through the scattered woodlands and grasslands of Senegal, Benin, or Nigeria, weaving through small villages, you might be stepping into the last stronghold of the West African lion, one of the most critically endangered lion subspecies in the world. The sad truth is, many locals do not even realize these lions still exist. It is estimated that there are fewer than 400 left across all of West Africa, and that number is dropping every year. West African lions are smaller, with thinner manes than their southern relatives. But what makes them truly special is their ancient bloodline. Genetic studies show they are more closely related to the extinct Barbary lion of North Africa and the Asiatic lion than to lions in East or Southern Africa. That means if the Barbary lion has already disappeared from the wild, then the West African lion is the last surviving link to an ancient lineage. These lions are not just wild animals, they are living proof of the evolutionary history of lions, quietly surviving in remote reserves like the W. Arley Penjari National Park. If one day the roar of the West African lion is silenced forever, we will lose not just a subspecies, but an entire irreplaceable branch of the lion family tree. Number 4. The white lion. For generations, the white lion was thought to be a legend, a sacred being in the culture of the Timbavati region of South Africa. People believed they were not real, just symbols of enlightenment and pure energy. But in the early 20th century, a few snow-white individuals were spotted, stunning the world. White lions are not albinos. They have blue eyes, black noses, and normal skin pigmentation. Their mystical creamy white color is caused by a rare recessive gene mutation called leucism. Both parents must carry the gene for a cub to be born white. This makes them incredibly rare in the wild. From 1992 to 2004, white lions were declared extinct in nature. But then, a miracle happened. The Global White Lion Protection Trust successfully reintroduced captive-bred individuals back into Timbavati. And, unbelievably, they did not just survive. They hunted, reproduced, and thrived entirely on their own in the wild. Today, while some zoos are able to breed white lions, those living freely in nature are still extremely rare. And under the South African sun, when a white lion moves across the grassland like a shadow made of milk, it is more than a stunning sight. It is living proof that nature can bounce back when given the chance. Number 3. The Barbary lion. Perhaps no lion has ever carried as much symbolic weight as the Barbary lion. Once found along the Atlas Mountains from Morocco to Egypt, and once the pride of ancient North African empires, the Romans brought them into the arena. Kings used them as emblems of power, and then they vanished. The Barbary lion was famous for its majestic appearance, the thickest mane of any lion, flowing from the head and shoulders down to the belly like it was wearing armor. These lions were huge, fierce, and earned the title warrior lions, a symbol of strength and royalty. But humans were also the reason for their downfall. Centuries of hunting, combined with farmland expansion and urban development, wiped out the Barbary lion from the wild by the mid-20th century. The last known wild one was believed to have been shot in Morocco in 1942. Luckily, researchers discovered that some lions with Barbary genetic heritage still exist in the Moroccan Royal Zoo and a few European collections. Breeding efforts are now underway, but the threat remains real. Because the Barbary lion is not just a subspecies, it is a living memory of an entire ancient civilization. Number 2. The Cape lion. Back in the 18th and 19th centuries, when European explorers arrived in southern Africa, they spoke of a remarkable kind of lion, larger, with a longer black mane, and fiercer than any they had ever encountered. This was the Cape Lion, which once ruled the dry plains and coastal bushlands of southern Africa, especially in what is now Cape Town. The Cape Lion, scientifically known as Panthera leo melanocytus, was famous for its commanding presence, a thick black mane that stretched down to its belly and covered much of its body, giving it a mysterious and intimidating look. Old records claim they could stand up to 4 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh over 550 pounds, or about 250 kilograms, making them one of the largest lion subspecies ever known. But this very grandeur made them prime targets for hunters. As Dutch and British settlers expanded into southern Africa, the Cape Lion was seen as a threat to farming and livestock. Within just a century, they were nearly wiped out. The last wild Cape Lion was recorded to have been shot in 1858. After that, the subspecies was declared completely extinct in the wild. Today, all that remains of the Cape Lion are a few preserved specimens in museums in Paris, Amsterdam, and Vienna. While some genetic studies have suggested that a few captive South African lions might carry traces of Cape Lion DNA, no conclusive evidence has been found. The Cape Lion was more than just a subspecies. It was a part of wild history, completely erased by human expansion. It is a powerful reminder that even the mightiest creatures can disappear without a sound if we do not act in time. And finally, the black lion. There is no official scientific record confirming the existence of a fully black lion. Yet stories, images, artwork, and legends of the black lion have persisted for hundreds of years. From African tribes to Indian folklore, black lions are often described as mystical beings of divine power, showing up during pivotal moments. Some theories suggest that if black lions were real, they might be the result of melanism, a condition where extra melanin causes the fur to turn unusually dark. This phenomenon has been documented in black panthers and leopards, but to this day, no melanistic lion has ever been confirmed in the wild. A few photos that once circulated online were later proven to be digitally edited. Still, the allure of the black lion is undeniable. In our collective imagination, it is not just an animal. It represents darkness, pure power, and an untapped mystery. That very ambiguity is what makes it the most special lion of all. Not because of its existence, but because of our deep desire to find it. Whether it is the mythical white lion, the rare Abyssinian lion, or the mysterious black lion, each one is a masterpiece of nature. They remind us of how diverse, fragile, and magical life on this planet truly is. Thank you for sticking with us to the end of this wild journey. If you found this video interesting, be sure to hit like, share it, and subscribe to our channel so you can join us next time in discovering more of the natural world's wonders. See you in the next video.